my favorite harbors in Southern California, Redondo Beach Harbor. Okay, so today's service call is to investigate why the port engine on this Tierra motor yacht blew out its exhaust hose. Now, talking to the owner over the phone, I have a pretty good clue, but we'll have to do some investigation to confirm what my thinking is.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Two.
Okay.
Look at that. More money.
Yep, that explains why the exhaust water was all rusty when you first started up this engine.
Yeah, look at that.
I wonder what else we're going to find.
It needs a facelift.
Yeah, or a replacement. I'm sorry.
A replacement?
Yeah, we're going to
No
retire that
facelift.
thing.
We need a replacement.
Yeah. All right, so my suspicions are confirmed. I was thinking over the phone, we're probably looking at an exhaust elbow that's clogged up. That's pretty typical on these engines. And also the raw water pump wasn't circulating water too. So between those two things, that's why the exhaust hose burned out. Now I'm going to do some more investigation because I think that the problems with this are going to be deeper than I'm even seeing right now.
There should never be rust on these outlets because moisture should never get this far. So if you start seeing stuff like this, it's a problem.
Yeah, in fact, I checked out the heads. I haven't shown them to you, but the heads have a lot of damage.
Oh, I believe it.
Up. So
Yeah.
we'll rebuild the heads.
Cool. I like rebuilding. Oh.
Oh yeah, we got really deep problems on this one. So we have disassembled the exhaust elbows. I've taken the raw water pump off, that's completely shot. And I've pulled the exhaust manifolds off. And we have some bad news for the boat owner because salt water has made it past those bad exhaust elbows into at least one of the heads. And I've scoped it with my inspection camera, and I can see that at least one of the cylinders has saltwater incursion. So things are getting deeper and deeper as we go. So this is a perfect boat for us because it is full of learning opportunities. It's a great boat. The owners did well in buying the boat, but as neophyte boat owners or boat buyers, they didn't quite do due diligence. Now, as far as what I mean by due diligence, they did hire some professional surveyors to survey the engine. Their problem was they used an old survey that was commissioned by somebody else, and that's never a good idea because you want the surveyor to be responsible for his report. And since they didn't pay the surveyor, that surveyor is not responsible for anything. So I don't know where they found this engine surveyor. He presented a really nice, clean report, very impressive, just doesn't know what they're looking for. I did a compression test to try to diagnose their current problem, and I found that my compression test is way off compared to his. There's no way he did a real compression test on these engines. There's no mistake. He just didn't do a compression test. He just picked numbers out of the air, apparently what they should have been, and wrote those down. performance. I hope we don't lose anything with the damage that we found so far. Alright, so this has been a rough couple of days for my disassembly crew and for the boat owner, because it seems like every hour that passes by I've got worse news for him monetarily. But I think at the end we're going to be able to save this engine, so that's what we're going for. We pulled the head, pulled everything off that we know is bad. I have put some penetrating fluid into all the cylinders because we have seawater incursion, and I want to loosen everything up and preserve the metals. And then we'll go ahead and order all the parts we need and have the head rebuilt for the port engine. Come back when everything is together, and then we'll put it all back together, and hopefully we'll get this engine back to its normal operating performance. I hope we don't lose anything with the damage that we found so far.